What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map, in the blue color, playing as Isis. His name is Matreiuss. Matreiuss the Wise. Matreiuss the... I was going to say something, but maybe we'll just stick with handsome, because other words escape me. Matreiuss the Handsome. Matreiuss the... coming out of the Poseidon box and giving the old Isis a go. We'll see what he's going to be able to come up with in this game. The map is Ghost Lake. And his opponent today, in the red color, playing as Hades, his name is the Rapl. The Rapl. So, we've got ourselves an interesting one here. Hades versus Isis. I feel like Isis has really fallen out of favor pretty heavily over the past couple of years, but she's still a very, very strong god if you kind of play to her strengths as it is. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Matreiuss having just a little bit of a food crisis at the start. Now, there's a kind of rule with Egyptian. And I'll talk about this just a little bit. So the rule is, if you go onto your berries first, and then you move over onto your hunt, you should send 7 villagers to the hunt, because you're going to need that to get the food in order to have consistent villager production. And then after that, you can go like 5 villagers on gold and get your temple and your monument up, and you should be able to actually advance with just 7 villagers going straight onto food. The reason you don't put 7 villagers on food first normally is... oh, this villager is like pretty certain there's hunt over here, and he's not wrong. But the reason you do that normally is so you can get things like 2 monuments out, plus the temple in a fast advance time, and all the other stuff. But if you have to go on to a further hunt, you should put more villagers onto food first, and then deal with the slowness of a early temple, and maybe think about doing a different strategy than you otherwise might want to do. Now, Rapl, on the other hand, he's done something relatively simple. A bit of an interesting house placement here. He's using the berry bushes to kind of block off here, maybe less walking time, but a bit of an interesting one. Not sure about that. And he's going to move over here and eat up these berries over here. Looks like he hasn't actually found his hunt just yet. The villager is going to be looking over. Both players doing some villager scouting here. Pretty certain that there has to be caribou somewhere. And Rapl does find his, but he's going to be super unhappy about being up on these top berries with 6 villagers and his Auroch being over here. Whereas Matreiuss had this really, really nice Auroch here, following up with this really, really nice food over here. Now, beyond all of this, we've only got ourselves 8 goats. So this is a very, very bad second town center map. For many, many different reasons. So if you go for 2 town centers here as Isis, you effectively are going to have to farm, which means you're going to slow down a lot. You're going to slow down a lot. So you can get away with that, but you've got 2 forward gold mines here. It's looking like it's a 2 gold or 3 gold mine Ghost Lake, where most of the gold mines are relatively exposed. So going for a 2 town center play with like super boomy off a farm seems like it's not going to work all too well. So I would be surprised to see 2 town centers here from Matreiuss. More likely going to see him go for a fast heroic and go for an Ancestors Eclipse timing on something. Now, for Rapl, on the other hand, given the strengths that Hades does have in the classical age, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for a 2 town center. As the priest gets caught out here, Matreiuss not paying attention. We see a cheeky ghost building getting thrown down there, and the priest gets picked off. Matreiuss going to be kicking himself about that one there. Nice play from Rapl. As we see the hardest folly over here. Has been uncovered, but not the best of relics. Only +2 line of sight or +4 line of sight. Not going to help out all too much over here. Meanwhile, the other relic on the map might be a little bit better. We got the Armor of Achilles here. Extra infantry hack armor, which actually does matter, as we see Bast coming through for Matreiuss. No surprises here. Anubis is a viable pick in some matchups, but against Hades, I think I would say that Hades might be one of the worst gods to go Anubis with if you're planning on making Anubites. Now, you could very feasibly do a strategy that revolves around going for mass Patsukos, where the idea is go for 2 monuments, Anubis, early, what's this upgrade? I always, Necropolis, early Necropolis, get that 30% boost of favor, which effectively will push you up to 3 monuments without the cost of the 400 resources to get it. And you're going to be in a good position to spam crocodiles, or Patsukos as they're more aptly named, and go from there. We are seeing these villages moving up to what looks to be a second town center. There are berry bushes here, so I can understand why Matreiuss is doing this, but this is maybe a little bit greedy. We'll see if it's going to work out for him or not. We are seeing that Rapl's moving these villages off of the berries over onto gold. He's going for his own second town center. He's also getting his Ajax out. That's going to be able to harass this town center. Remember that Matreiuss did lose his priest, which is something you really don't want to have happen here, as the Sphinx is chasing the Katoskopus around, as the Minotaur going to be going over there as well. I imagine that Rapl will immediately send his Ajax up to this top location here. The question is, has Matreiuss actually scouted this? The answer is no, so he's getting lucky sending his Sphinx directly up there, but Rapl's already over here with the Ajax. At most, we're going to see 1 villager kill here with the luck that Matreiuss has had in this game. But I imagine Rapl's going to be able to defend this easy enough. If he micros just a little bit, he can use the villagers to kind of path block a little bit as the Ajax and Minotaur come in. The town center is up for Matreiuss now. He's going to come over onto these berries, get onto his herdables as well. I don't think we've started enough wood just yet. We do have enough wood to get ourselves up to husbandry here. So villagers have finished up on the berries here, moved over onto this gold. Lots of villagers on gold. So to me, this is looking like Matreiuss is most likely going to be going for mass farms here. He's got lots of villagers on gold. He's going to be getting himself all his upgrades and being incredibly boomy here, and walls going up everywhere. So if Rapl reads this, doesn't produce too many units, he can do kind of whatever he wants here. So we'll see what the answer is as the villagers moving over here onto these herdables. There's the prosperity. No shaft mine, no early shaft mine here from Matreiuss to get peak amounts of gold, but he will be able to start throwing those farms down. I don't see an armory up just yet, which is definitely a little small mistake from Matreiuss. Has he got the husbandry coming through just yet? No husbandry. There's a barracks up actually for Matreiuss. I don't particularly like that at all. I don't want to see Spearmen in this matchup from Isis kind of ever, because Spearmen, while they do deal with Hippocon nicely, it's going to slow you down so much, and you want to be going for Chariot Archer and what do you call it? Scorpion Man, if anything, in the early stages of the Heroic Age, and the Spearmen just slow it down too much. So you have to get all the upgrades to compete with those Hippocon, because if you don't get upgrades and they're just normal Hippocon against, and Toxotes even, against the Spearmen, then things are going to be a bit tough. As husbandry comes through, Hands of the Pharaoh coming through as well for Matreiuss to make his priest a little bit stronger. Got a couple of priests coming in here now. Still no, well, the husbandry has come through, but still no plow or anything like that. That'll come through a little bit later as the walls are going to get taken down. And that's going to force Matreiuss to retreat back a little bit here. He does have a lot of damage done onto that Minotaur as the unit's pulling back. The Sphinx coming in. The Chiron's going to start doing a lot of damage to that one there, though, as the unit's retreating away. Now, remember, we do have healing for the Isis, so should be fine here to take a little bit of damage on the Sphinx, pull back, heal up, pull back, heal up, all that good stuff. Chiron doesn't actually beat the three units here. Still haven't gotten anything out of this just yet as the priest retreating away. That tower is still a ways away here, ladies and gentlemen, as the priest just about to get taken down. The Sphinx does turn around and does get sniped there by Matreiuss just barely as he gets the last shot off and does pick off that Sphinx. Nice play. Tower just about to get up now as the villagers turning around, taking a little bit of a fight. You really don't want to be doing this as the Isis if your opponent's on 2 town centers here, as the restoration getting thrown down by Rapl super early here, forcing Matreiuss back. These villagers might even get pulled off here as now they're popping back out. The Minotaur back up to full HP. The tower going to be trying to take down those Toxotes as the villagers will be retreating away. We see the Pharaoh immediately under fire here as the Toxotes getting taken down. The Pharaoh going to live with 7 HP retreating back over here. We see the Minotaur going down very fast as the Hippocon Toxotes moving in onto this position. The villagers going to start trying to shank down the Chiron over here as a handful of mercenary going to get picked off, or starting to get created, I should say, as more villagers are getting taken down, and Matreiuss is in a real huge amount of trouble here, losing all these villages. They're trying to retreat back. There's a couple of very low HP villages over here, one going down. This one might go down as well, as the Toxotes is a little bit drunk, missing that one as the farms on this town center getting thrown out. That's incredibly risky. We see 12 farms thrown down over here. For Matreiuss on the forward town center against a Hades player who could potentially start going into Minotaur here, or even just still mass units and just sit underneath this town center, blocking off 12 farms. No problems where that's concerned. This could be incredibly difficult for Matreiuss to hold here. We'll see what he's going to go for, what Rapl's going to go for to continue the punishment. But at this point, Matreiuss is on 3 town centers. He went up to 3 town centers during this. Armory now going up. And maybe, just maybe, after all is said and done, Matreiuss might be able to catch up on the villager count here. He's down 8 villages, up a town center. So that's 2 minutes of a town center, of 3 town center to 2 town center advantage that he needs to catch back up on the villager count. But Rapl still has all the units out. He's at 96 population. Matreiuss at 52. So this town center is still a weakness here. We will be seeing a monument to the soldiers going up over here, but I'm not sure if that's exactly that useful. I think a tower on this position would make it a lot more risky for Rapl to want to come and attack here. But just the monument there will be preventing a curse or something coming down on this position as the unit's going to be coming in. Matreiuss is garrisoning those villages nicely, pops them back out onto the farms. No problems there. More farms coming down over on this location. These houses haven't actually been finished up by Matreiuss, as this gold mine might be becoming a weakness in the near future. There's all the villagers over here on this gold. We do have 4,000 gold left over here as the army going to be pushing over, going to be seeing the wall, which will be a big alert for Matreiuss to retreat away from that gold mine, potentially rebuild this wall up, maybe delete this and then rebuild it. Wouldn't be a bad idea here, as Nephthys coming through for Matreiuss, as the wall does get taken down. So Matreiuss does manage to get to the heroic age here, pulls off the gold mine. Gonna have plenty of opportunity here to mine this gold. We are seeing some Toxotes rotating around the bottom of the map. There is going to be Ancestors Eclipse for Matreiuss, so he does have a god power advantage at this stage of the game. But Rapl is 3 town centers now. Villager differential is still in the favor of Rapl. Rappel's got his farm set up. He's got plenty of farms up in a nice kind of way over here. 21 farms. And the unit's now pushing in, going to try and take down these villages that are over here. The villager's going to be retreating away. One going to be going down. We see the deleted lumber camp there. 2 villagers down as the Minotaur tanking the town center fire here. Now, you do have to remember that when villagers garrison into a town center, they actually get a big bonus to damage here. So that Minotaur is going to be getting taken down by the town center, I would assume. There it goes. So the villager's going to be able to come back out to work over here. Migdol Stronghold coming up on this position. Unfortunately, Matreiuss not empowering this one, but the unit's going to come through. There's a Scorpion Man over here that can help out. As there's the Migdol up, the villager's going to be able to gather from this gold mine now. You might want to actually throw down double Migdol here, because honestly, Rapl's army is huge and you advanced super late to the heroic age. So double Migdol helps this location stay alive. But beyond that, it allows you to produce a lot faster the units that you need. So right now we've got a bit of food and gold that needs to be spent for Matreiuss. He's not going to be able to spend that. But buildings getting thrown up over here. Do we see any upgrades coming through on the Hades Town Center front? Not just yet. Basically full. Well, he is full villages. 80 villages through for Rapl. He's probably got his armory up here as well, and he's going to be advancing through to the next age. I'd be surprised to see Apollo here, and we do see Aphrodite. So the reason why Apollo is would be a little bit surprising, even though Underworld is really good here, is that I feel like Rapl is going to want to have a little bit of help against an Ancestors Eclipse. And while you can't use Curse on the Ancestors, while the Ancestors Eclipse is going down, because the Eclipse blocks God powers, you can still use it afterwards. You can retreat back, take a loss, and then use Curse, and then take that loss back. As the unit's pushing in, going to try and get a little bit of damage done. Another siege works attempting to come up here. Rappel's at 134 population. Matreiuss is at 116 population as the units are going to be retreating away. Thank you for the 3 months. I am Geo. Appreciate you, my friend. As these units pushing in, we do have the Pharaoh here. Let's get a little cheeky love tap there from the Toxotes. There's Hippocon getting taken down. We are starting to see some Elephant coming out as well for Matreiuss. So I feel like Matreiuss has played this game in a way that Matreiuss needs to figure out a big advantage point for Egyptian to win. And that advantage point is very, very few and far between. As we do see the answers, Eclipse getting thrown down. We've got 3 siege towers. This push is going to be huge. Matreiuss needs to kind of take this and go to the Mythic Age behind it in order to continue this push. Get a Migdol down on this position, get the Son of Osiris out, keep the push going, get the catapults coming through. But I feel like Matreiuss is going to continue to produce units. No, he's cut units. Maybe Matreiuss knows. Does he have a market up anywhere? I don't see the market down just yet. There's no market. He's going to be throwing the Migdol down and try and stay in the heroic age. Do this a little bit early. We see the units pushing forward. Heavy Toxotes has come through. Heavy cavalry is coming through as well for Rapl. Rapple's playing this one really nicely as these minions are not doing all too much. The Achilles is out as the chariots are going to be targeting this one down, trying to pick that off as fast as they possibly can. Matreiuss is going to be retreating his Scorpion Men back just a little bit here. And he will finish off that Achilles as the siege towers pushing in, trying to take down this town center. There's no villagers here. That's 5 siege towers on the town center for the time being. The war elephants tanking nicely here as Rapple's population is still falling. The Migdol stronghold is up, but now the Eclipse is down. Curse can be dropped on this position at any point as Matreiuss is going to try and build more elephant out of this position. He's got lots of resources in the bank. He's not spending them. Maybe getting out armory upgrades here would really help him because he's got no armory upgrades. He's either going to have to go to the Mythic Age, which he should have been already advancing through if you ask me, or he's going to have to get all of his armory upgrades. You are seeing a market coming down now for Matreiuss, but he's getting something out at this point. Quarry coming through, spending his resources, I guess. But Rapl has held. He's got his town center up. No problems where that's concerned. And Rapl is still 80 population. We see the curse getting dropped down. And Rapl is going to be able to hold here. There's no way for Rapl to really finish the game right now. But all of the power that Matreiuss has exerted is over. So Rapl doesn't have anything to really worry about apart from like late game merc spam. So he's got some opportunities here. He's got some opportunities for sure. There is the Son of Osiris he has to worry about, but generally speaking, Greek not so scared of Son of Osiris. They've got the Toxotes, should be fine. But Matreiuss still pumping units out, and he's a long ways away from the Mythic Age now. So Rapl advancing, he's going to have a huge advantage where that's concerned. As the mercenary coming through, that's a lot of dead gold going down to waste there as the units trying to push forward. Remember, Rapl is on heavy units right now to Matreiuss's no upgrades. So while they are heroic age units from the Migdol and they are stronger than normal units, no upgrades against heavy does mean that the Greek unit's going to be winning these fights. So now starting to see some prodromas coming out to try and deal with those elephants and the siege towers. They do get bonus damage against siege towers. As Osiris does get clicked up. Heavy chariots as well coming through here. That's going to be a big assistance to this chariot archer army as the Toxotes getting some good damage done here. Nice play there from Rapl. Good focus fire. As the siege towers pushing around here, they can take down this wall, try and take down this town center. We do see fortified town centers is in, but no masons just yet. As the Toxotes trying to take down those chariot archers, they're retreating back ever so slightly as Rapple's still pushing in. Still nothing actually happening on the bottom side of the map. There's not really any resources over there, but say Matreiuss could take that position in the top corner and set up a really bonkers good trade route while securing his bottom corner as well, preventing Rapl from doing anything over there. But obviously the resource is a little bit dire at this point as we do see City of the Dead coming in. Matreiuss does have to be really careful with this Pharaoh here. He's going to lose it, basically, if he's not careful. And he needs it for Son of Osiris here. As the unit's still pushing forward. Nice play here from Rapl. Gets to the Mythic Age. He chucks his Hephaestus Plenty Vault down. Getting himself Forge of Olympus here. Continuing to push forward on the front. And now we're starting to see the side builds coming in. Because guess what? Archery ranges here. You might think, why would a Greek player build archery ranges as a side build? Archers aren't very good in this side build. Well, Rapple's got access to gas graffiti, so he can push in and take this position here and start sieging down this town center very, very easily here. As we do see the Son of Osiris coming in, this can change the front here. One thing that's super important when you get the Son of Osiris as Egyptian is to position a siege tower next to it so that you have a little bit of an opportunity to get that unit away. As the Son of Osiris does have units now trying to get through here. We are going to be seeing him attempting to retreat away. There is a mummy here to help out and take down some of these units. We see the Colossus coming in onto this position. Matreiuss is going to be moving his mummy around the long way to try and deal with this one. As the village is popping out, going to try and take down that Heliopolis as best as it possibly can. Son of Osiris over here getting some good damage done as the units pushing... Storehouse? Question mark? In line of sight of Matreiuss. What's happening over there? As the Son of Osiris still getting pushed in. We've got copper weapons, copper mail coming in, and this is where Greek starts pushing really, really far in front. Once Forge of Olympus kicks off, those armory upgrades start coming in very cheaply. The fighting continues to happen. The Egyptian player just cannot compete with those armory upgrades once they come through. Now, Matreiuss is pushing himself ahead just a little bit with his trade route in classic Matreiuss fashion, the most Matreiuss market you'll ever see. But now we also see Rapl getting a Matreiuss. You can see this. Put the market here. Shake my head. SMH. But he's got the trader outside a little bit before Rapl, but both players at full population. Matreiuss still needs to get himself up to fortified town centers here so we can get some more population. As the Migdol stronghold on this position coming up. Now, one weakness for Rapl is the gold mine situation. He doesn't have access to this gold mine, but this one still has plenty of gold left in it. And because of the early trade route start here from Rapl, he should be completely fine. As the unit's pushing in, the Son of Osiris is going to be retreating away. You have to be super careful with the Son of Osiris. Don't ever move Son of Osiris like that. Super scary time there for Matreiuss as the siege tower is pushing in. You can use, Heliopoli pushing in. You can use the siege towers to get some good damage done onto Heliopoli, but Village is definitely the best bet here as the units here all falling for Rapl. He's probably pushing in just that little bit too early here, waiting for full bronze. Could be a better option, but he's going for it at this point. The Migdol stronghold is going to stay alive. I don't believe we've got masons just yet, so these Heliopoli are going to be really, really strong as this siege tower does end up going down. Look at that Son of Osiris now, 150 HP, slowly getting taken down by the Chiron. Rapl not too concerned about that one at all, as we do see a fortress coming up in line of sight here of Matreiuss' base. I believe he sees this. He might not. That granary might be just a little bit too far away because there's no upgrades there on that one. As we see iron mail, bronze shields coming through for Rapl, 130 over 160 population. Not really full population here. Rapl looks like he's not going to be able to completely push through here, but the Migdol stronghold will go down as more units are going to be streaming in here for Rapl. And while this is going on, I assume that Rapl... his villager did get taken down there, I think. I assume that Rapl will be able to get up to population very, very soon here if he just takes his time. That Son of Osiris still sitting at 134 HP. Migdol up over here. Gas Graffiti coming out. You don't really want to use Gas Graffiti until you have Burning Pitch, but look at that damage there. Look at that damage. It's 15 damage a shot. Not a lot. Not that much. Not that much damage. But once Burning Pitch comes in, it's a completely different story here. As more gas graffiti are coming out, the granary going to go down as well. Rapl might want to consider using the walls here as well to protect his gas graffiti. Otherwise, a handful of mercenary cavalry can come out. We do see the mercenary cavalry getting produced here. So one mercenary cavalry will be able to pick off both of these. Not to mention, actually, no, I don't think gas graffitis are considered. They might be considered siege, actually, but I'm not sure villagers get a bonus against them. Not sure. Not sure at all. But the gas graffitis do retreat back to this fortress. Nice play there by Rapl. Has more buildings coming up over here. Siege works coming in. Rapl does have to be super, super aggressive here, because if he gives Matreiuss too much time, Matreiuss is set up on this town center, and if this town center falls, then Matreiuss will be able to find an advantage here. As walls coming up, not that big of a deal here for Hades. Hades has got access to Heliopolis, especially in this position with the fortress being relatively close here, just sitting at this location. Heliopoli spamming out here. Champion cavalry coming through, as well as iron weapons on the way. Son of Osiris still doing tons of damage on this position, though, so still have to be a little bit careful. Peltas being built. You know how I feel about Peltas. They're just so... I don't like Peltas at all. I think Peltas need to be rethought. As Matreiuss does decide to tap out in that moment. Looks like he's maybe just too far behind economically. Made a little bit of some poor decisions, I feel, when he went forward in that Ancestors Eclipse. He saw the Aphrodite and he was like, all right, I got to go now and get this position set up. But what he did after that was he dropped the monument to the priests and all this other stuff and delayed his Mythic Age. If he advanced to the Mythic Age at the same time that Rapl advanced, I assume that this Son of Osiris would have been able to hold much better and actually push forward with Catapult straight away. Instead of going a little bit later to the Mythic Age with maybe a monument up to protect against god powers and things like that, he could have thrown that down a little bit later instead of worrying so much about curse coming down. It's always going to come down at some point, so you have to be aware of that. But yeah, Matreiuss a little bit slow here. The strategy might have been the right way, but things were just weird. I would have maybe liked. I mean, he went for this town center, but I think I would have liked to have seen Matreiuss go one town center in this map. With all the low hunt, you know that your opponent's going to be really, really slow to get going here. So a one town center sort of play from Matreiuss would make a lot of sense here, going for the Scorpion Man Chariot Archer kind of push, especially when like zero hunt means Toxoid is generally going to come out, so that ups the value of the Chariot Archer as well. And while Rapl did go for the back town center here, I feel like you can just place the Migdol Stronghold down aggressively, or something like that. But Matreiuss just didn't go for it. Rapl plays too well. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.